We believe that we have something really special here in this business. We have significant first mover advantage in one of Africa's largest energy markets.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Chariot's Chief Financial Officer, Julian Maurice Williams. Julian, very good to speak with you today. Chariot's two announcements out today. Could you give us an overview of them, please?
Absolutely, Stephen, and great to be here. So it's a big news day for Chariot today. Two announcements from our renewable division. Firstly, we have closed the financing on Etana, which is our electricity trading joint venture that we co-founded in South Africa. Total financing's now come to $175 million, all done at the subsidiary level, not at the parent listed level. And that means that Etana is fully funded. Secondly, we've also secured a material amount of renewable generation in South Africa. So we've signed a power purchase agreement for a 75 megawatt solar project, and that electricity is to be traded through our Etana joint venture. So two big steps forward for our renewable division towards first revenues.
Julian, before we delve into those announcements, could you tell us a little bit more about your electricity trading business, Etana Energy?
Absolutely, Stephen. So in South Africa, South Africa is one of the largest energy markets in Africa. But over recent years, there has been a significant undersupply of electricity, which has led to power cuts or load shedding at times. Now, there is a concerted effort through a very rapid deregulation of the electricity market to find commercial solutions to help fill that gap, so to put additional power onto the grid. And we believe that Chariot and Etana, our joint venture, can be part of that solution. And that's why we applied for an electricity trading license in South Africa, one of the first licenses to be awarded, where we can effectively buy electricity, put it onto the grid, transmit it through the grid, and then sell it elsewhere. And we're focused on a many-to-many business model. So many large renewable generators to many large industrial and commercial off-takers. And we're looking to provide more power, greener power, cheaper power. And we've now signed up 20 high energy users to buy our electricity. We are in effect creating a utility here, a business which is both scalable and with excellent returns. And so it fits well within the Chariot business.
Can you provide an overview of that financing announcement, Julian?
Yeah, of course. So first of all, we are getting an up to $20 million cash equity investment. That cash is coming predominantly from Norfund, who is in effect the Norwegian government, and they are getting in return for that a 20% effective economic interest in Etana. Separately, Standard Bank, which is the largest bank in Africa, is providing a further $55 million guarantee financing. And in return for that, they are getting a 10% effective economic interest in Etana. And it's worth noting that Chariot will retain a 34% interest in Etana, which at a look-through valuation now, based on this deal, is significantly higher than our current market cap. And that excludes all the other bits of Chariot, including both gas, but also other areas in our power business. Now, the $20 million cash, up to $20 million, will be used to fuel Etana's growth, but also pay for working capital up to first revenues. The $55 million guarantee financing facility from Standard Bank is in addition to the $100 million facility that was provided by BII, which is the British government, and Guaranco, which is a financing institution, just before the end of last year. So that $155 million guarantee financing now is to effectively strengthen Etana's balance sheet, make it bankable, make it credit worthy. And that means that the large renewable projects, which we're going to bring to financial close, have certainty on their future revenues. And therefore they can finance themselves and they can progress, and that power can then be traded by Etana. And we believe that the financing that we've done could effectively unlock up to $500 million worth of new renewable projects in South Africa. And that is very clearly illustrated by the other announcement today, which is the 75 megawatt solar project in South Africa, which has just reached financial close, which was enabled by this guarantee facility that has been put in place.
Could you provide more detail on the solar project, Julian, please?
Yeah, sure. So the project is going to be built in the Northern Cape in South Africa. It's a 75 megawatt project. It's going to be constructed and operated by a group called Melillo, which is a well-known large player in the renewable space. It's going to start construction in Q2 of this year, and that project has now reached financial close. Separately, we are progressing further large renewable projects, which will sell their electricity to Etana, and we anticipate financial close on those projects over the coming months. It's also worth noting that Chariot intends to participate in those future projects in the actual equity of those generation projects, and we intend on financing that equity stake also at the sub level, which means there will be an additional revenue stream to Chariot. In addition to the trading from Etana, we will also have a generation revenue stream.
So lots happening at Chariot at the moment, Julian. What should investors expect to hear from the company over the coming months?
So from the renewable side, we're going to have significant further projects which are going to reach financial close. We're going to start the construction of those projects, also start to trading through our Etana joint venture. We believe that we have something really special here in this business. We have significant first mover advantage in one of Africa's largest energy markets. And it's not just us who believes that. So we have now brought in 4 large financial institutions who are putting significant capital into this business at a look-through valuation, which is significantly higher than Chariot's current market cap. On the oil and gas side, both on our onshore and offshore gas projects in Morocco and our new ventures elsewhere in Africa, we are working hard, we are progressing those projects, and we will be providing an update to the market shortly on our progress and our way forward on those projects, where we see significant potential and value.
We'll be speaking to you again soon then, Julian. Thank you very much for the update today.
Well, thank you, Stephen.
That's Julian Maurice Williams, the Chief Financial Officer at Chariot.